Oh my. Uh, uh. Well, anyway, I got up at 5 and I'm like, I get up and this is a work week. So I was given today off. So I really did need yesterday for R&R. It was a lot. It was just stressful. It was great though. I got to spend time with people who are simply amazing that I didn't know were that had that. But I also want to know, if you're my friend, you're really my friend, you're not going to make me cry. I'm in a situation where I don't have the money. I really don't. I don't have the money to move where I'm at. And I'm divorced from the guy. And I moved out in the RV because he keeps thinking that I want him and I don't. Eh, Let's just be honest. I'm going to just say it once. Having sex with him was work. And knowing that he was playing the field here in our neighborhood and stuff, thinking that he was being slick, and then my neighbors telling me that he's playing the field. So I divorced him and realized, because he took so long and my stocks were going down faster than someone's pants in a trailer park. Really, it just was bad. And I didn't have the money. I could have had the money if I would have put in for a divorce when I first got my stocks. I would have been really happy. But because I didn't have that, he knew how much I had, but I tried to tell him it's stocks, and he didn't understand the whole fact that stocks will depreciate and they could do it really quick. So I'm like, oh, great. My luck. So I wasn't able to buy my house to get rid of my ex. And for a while, we were on talking terms. And when we were, he would come up with, I have cancer, I am dying, get back with me because I'm dying. Get back with me, I'm dying. And I'm like, I already went through that after my friend died. And I had a friend that had cancer. Actually, they were twins and one of them got cancer. I think it was either Stan or Tony. They were two of my good friends and one of them died. He found out I bought a $300 tree because it was for not just somebody, but we knew the whole family and we really liked them. So I went halfsies on my dad, and my dad gave me the credit card to buy. And all of a sudden, I have a gold digger, which there are men gold diggers. Uh, my ex was that. And he knew I came from a hardworking family, and he knew that I would work and do the best I can into making my life better. So he lied to me and told me that his cancer was coming back on his thumb, and it wasn't. It wasn't coming back on his thumb, but he kept saying it was. I don't care if anyone comes on here. I just want to state the fact that I had somebody make me cry because of my situation and say that I didn't want to move on. And I'm like, wow, that's coming from somebody who is not realizing the whole situation. I, who didn't stab anyone, I, who have not been running from anyone, if you get my drift where I'm going at, am a grown adult. I didn't go and party for 20 years and have stuff happen to me. I didn't do that, and I don't hold that on anyone else. But don't hold the fact that I am having financial difficulty to the point where if a man wants to date me, not in my RV, he'll have to set that shit up. Shoot, if I'm that not good of a deal, then leave me be. Don't have me crying because a woman who has been told by you that you can't do nothing, then obviously you don't want me. All right. If you're not fighting for me, if you're not wanting to be with me or talk to me, then it's obvious that you don't want me. That's the obvious point that I'm looking at. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not expecting anyone to come on because it's not my usual time I come on. And I might be changing that too because of the fact that, my son uses the network. I'm going to have to go on TikTok and do my talking because it's easier to upload. For some reason, if I go on my phone and I upload it, it never uploads or it doesn't upload correctly and it has all kinds of problems. And one time it took 2 days to upload. Yeah, that's why I go live. I go live because I live in an area where the internet is not very high. And I don't want to live in LA. By far, any part of California, the traffic is beyond horrible. They need to work with the whole point is if they work with if they hire, like they have money, if they had a traffic light system that worked with the traffic, but they don't have a system that works with the traffic. If it's a heavy traffic, it should be done so where people can move, but they're not working with the traffic lights. That's the big problem. And there's a lot of people there. Yeah. So here we have it. I was cried upon, and it let me know that what to do. So I decided to meditate and ask my dead relatives what I should do because they're not here in the thing. They see everything, they know what's going on. So I was meditating and told by my family to go on a site that I didn't know existed. I'm like, really? Go on this site? Why? Because it's a matchmaker site. They take it more seriously. If you put you're looking for a mate, you're this old, you're good looking, you don't have any problems, I'm all for it. So I, who didn't know of a matchmaker site, I've looked online and didn't find one and was told, just put matchmaker, it will go on, and this is what site you're looking for. And I'm like, really? Okay, I'm going to go do that just for shit and giggles because I don't believe in that. So I went on there, and what happened is it actually was there, like my family told me. And I was like, wow, this is different. I have never, well, I can't say that. I haven't had in over 30 years been able to have my psychic. My powers were very minimum, and I worked with cards, but that was it. After I, I, I guess you can say that uh, a person in my life at that time told me to use my abilities so I can get numbers for the lottery. I don't even play number lottery. I usually just have them give me easy picks and call it a day. And what happened was about 34 years ago, I got a dream and wrote the numbers down and played them. I can and won $150. That would be considered like $500 now. And my ex went, I should have kept it to myself, but I didn't. I would meditate and try to get numbers. And to be honest, it was more time wasted than what I would if I would have actually worked for it, to be honest. But my ex, being a sociopath, didn't like to work. So he tried to get me to use my powers, my intuitive, to give him what he wanted, which is never to work. That's all he wanted, is never to have to lift a finger or work because he is as lazy as the days are long. So what happened was I started. on my free time when I was visiting a family member, my dad, and he found out, he got pissed. And he said, "That's not how it goes. You are meant here not just to work, but to learn. And if you do that, you won't learn." And I didn't understand that. I thought he was just being mean. No, he wasn't being mean. He was being as honest as he could be. What he was doing was to, how can I say, he was being as honest as anything, you know? My hair does not feel as soft as it should. Maybe I should brush it, but it just feels rough. So, anyway, yesterday I didn't meet my wow guy or get a hug because Dave cock blocked me. I'm going to be honest. I'm not too happy with that if you have somebody cock blocking you. So when I meditated, they told me to go on this, to search for matchmaker and what to look for. Literally, my relatives in the know about the internet and what name to look for. So I did it. I'm only dealing with people who live in Nevada. That's just, I don't do well with long distance relationships. I don't want to even open that door because it just peters out after about a month because they don't want to come to Nevada, you know. And I'm like, "Well, do you want me to come visit you?" "No." "Okay." So I had a guy, I had about 10 of them, and I finally gave up. I just don't communicate with anyone that is not in Nevada. It's just one of those things. I've tried. I really have. So that's where I'm at with that. It just sucks. Yeah. I don't think that my wow guy, he's got to ask his friend to help him do anything that he's not. If he's really not for me. Actually, I don't think he likes me. And he's been the biggest cock blocker ever. I mean, he's a super duper cock blocker. So I'm to that point. Look, I get it. You don't want me. Don't come on here and tell me that you want me. Don't tell me you're going to meet me at the corner store when you send another. Dave has one of his guys come over on the side. Yeah, Dave's friend. Yeah, his friend came over to pick me up, and I can walk on my own. Thank you very much. I can and do. I don't need Dave's friend to come pick me up. Really. If you're not going to pick me up, if you're not going to be man enough, then stand down and no. I will find somebody else. I'm good. I don't need to be I don't need to be made to cry and upset because you're upset. Okay? I'm not playing those games. Your friends are not going to make me cry because financially you couldn't afford me or whatever. I don't know what it is, but if you're at that point where you're having your friends make me cry, I'm like, "Okay. All right, I get the point. I get the point. You don't want me, but you're still interested in me." Because that's where I'm getting at. Because if you're interested in me, you would have hugged me yesterday. That's how I feel. Dave's one of the biggest cock blockers that I know of. He does not like me. He really doesn't. It's just one of those things. And that's where I'm at. When I meditate and I have dead family member, dead, telling me to go on a website I don't know of. I don't even know of this website. I'm like, wow, my dead family members know of a website more than me. How in the hell am I going to tell people at work? So I'm just going to keep it quiet. This week, I'm not going to do nothing on that website. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to contact anyone. I will wait until Monday, and then Monday, if nothing happens, which I'm sure it won't, I that's my opinion of disappointment is I'm sure that you'll go, "Hi, Dave. Can I go to the bathroom? Hi, Dave. Can I go pee again? Hi, Dave. Can I go see Stephanie? Oh, I can't. It's a bad time. When is a good time? Oh, next year. Okay." If you're that much into calling your friend and asking him for advice, the other people that made me cry, is Dave the same type of person? I mean, I'm just putting it out there. If you're serious about a relationship with me, you would more than just go and message me here online. You could call my other phone, which never rang. I'm cool with that. Like I said, go ask Dave and maybe he'll tell you. I can't call him the other name. I hated Toy Story. I hated that character. I really did. My kids and I did not like that character. My son said, I don't like that character. And when they came out with stuff to do with that character, my son and his friends bought Maynard and blew him up, and I helped. Yeah, I helped. I bought the fireworks that were illegal in Michigan, and I bought them, and I put it in that Maynard. I watched that fucker blow up like you couldn't believe. I couldn't wait to blow that some bitch. Blah! It was great. And then I threw it away, and I felt all better. Now, as for the person, yeah, it's not very. I I can't sit there and say the name because it's just don't like the character of Cars, and I don't like how he's been standing in middle of me. So, yeah, in other words, he doesn't like me, and you're trying to include someone that really doesn't like me, and he's tried hard to put in thing. It's just not happening. The connection will never happen ever because he knows that, and he knows that he doesn't want to give up what he's attained with you. So, if you want him as a friend, that's fine, but he will never, never, ever help you with me. You understand that, don't you? Because yesterday was I seen his truck and I seen his friend's vehicle drive off. And then he's like, see, she's driving with him. No, I was going to the corner store to get my slushy. But apparently, your friend, he is the biggest cock blocker. And you want to be friends with him? Fine. But he will not help you at all. But I will go on a site where I will not have sex with my colleagues, with my dates, and I will find out who I'm dating. And I want to be match made. So if that's the case, I will wait there. You have a week, not even a week. You have today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have 5 days. 5 days. And then on Monday, I will be going actively while I'm at work, home, and looking for a different date. That's what I will be doing. And they will all be in Nevada. And some of them even here. Yep. So I went on that website because my family in a meditational thing came to me and told me, "Hey, put up go on Google, put this and you'll go on this sheet, it will pull up this and you go in on this site." And I'm like, okay, yeah, I looked at it, I'm like, all right, it says free for women. Cool. I won't upgrade. I don't want to spend any money I don't have. And that's it. I don't have no high expectations for anything. And I've been so disappointed in your idealistics of having somebody who really doesn't like me at all as a friend. He's going to be more cock blocking and causing problems. So if you don't want to date me, then please let me go. I really, I really just want to have a relationship with a man who can make his own decisions without having somebody else decide. Dave, you know? Mm. So that's where I'm at. And it's weird. My family that's in heaven sent me a meditation to go on this website. It's not a dating, it's a matchmaking. And my grandmother knew a woman who was a matchmaker. And yeah, I was like the matchmaker said, this is not a good connection. And this is before internet and everything. She's long dead, but I've seen her once. My grandmother wanted me to be match made, and my dad said no. And he said, "Oh, I wish I would have said yes." So uh, I am by Monday will be on a matchmaker site. I will put it down, and I am only dating anyone from Nevada. That's if my wow guy doesn't step up. If he does step up, I will delete everything on that site and I will just stay with him. I have not been with anybody else, but Dave's friend wanted to pick me up, apparently. Thank you, Dave. I don't need any friends, any one night stands. I'm done with that. I want a relationship. That's what I want. I don't want Dave's friend picking me up because I'm the hottest whatever. Oh god, that pineapple ginger. Ooh, that was horrible. I'm gonna dump that shit. So if you're wondering, no, I haven't been with anybody, but I will tell you, if Dave's friend said he was with me, tell him if ask him if I was shaved or not, because I can guarantee you I wasn't with anybody yesterday. Mm. So if you're, asking or wondering, that's where it is. I wasn't with anyone. I went and got a slushie. You can ask the night person. I used my own cup, and that was it. So if you're thinking that, even my family in heaven is helping me, go figure. Oh, let me get my vape. Where's my vape? So that's where I'm at in that. God, I got more pockets on here than anything. So I just want to let you know what's going on, everyone here. I didn't get to hug my wow man. I didn't get to do nothing. The only thing I have in a relationship is my work. That's it. That's the only thing working well. But I'm never going to be made crying again by someone who is upset by you. If you can't make it work and you can't do it, then maybe I'm too much for you. Maybe I'm way too much for you and you need to move on. Because if Dave is telling you what to do and he's not a friend, he's a cock blocker. He's a major cock blocker because he knows if I get in with you, he will no longer be a part of the situation and he doesn't want that. And because you included him so much, so he is part of your life. I get it, but he doesn't want me a part of yours. I get it too. I will move on. And by Monday, because I know this will happen. I know my wow guy, he'll go, oh, I'll go call Dave. Can I go potty? I gotta go bad. Can I meet can I meet Omega? I really want to meet her and see her and be with her as a person. No? Oh, okay. But yet he gives somebody who stabbed somebody and ran for 10 months. I don't care. That sounds really bad and has so many drama, fact, and packed life that I wouldn't have if this person was a man, I wouldn't have anything to do with that. Really, that's how bad. and I'm treated like shit. That's how I feel. Yesterday, I was treated like shit. Thank you, wow guy. You treated me like crap. And I thought to myself, I said, while I was crying to bed, I was crying, and I said, please, God, send me something. Send me something that is positive because I don't like Dave and how he's acting. I don't like how he's pushing my friend around. I don't like it at all. I don't. I don't like Dave. I'm going to be honest. He's on my shit list. And so is my wow guy. I don't think that he deserves me, to be honest. I think that I deserve somebody who will treat me well and not have their friends make me cry really hard. Cry. Ryan had um my brother, well, I consider him my brother Ryan came and, hey, it's okay, it's okay. Don't do that again. And don't have your friend make me cry because I'll never talk to you ever again. I don't appreciate it. You have more money and means to help me, but you refuse not to. And I get it. I got it real good yesterday. I got treated like trash. So, guess what? Monday, I will go on a not dating, a whole different website. And I'll really put myself out there because she made me feel like shit. I can't do nothing with my situation. I really can't. And for a man to bitch to somebody else, for them to literally attack me verbally is wrong. And please don't have your friends do that. And please don't include them if they're going to make me cry because they're going to get upset because you're just so sad. Well, you know what? I hate to say this. I can't live that way. I really can't. I can't live where I'm treated like I'm shit and then the laziest person on earth gets treated like they're a goddess. I don't get it. I really don't. And I should not have to be treated that way. So by Monday next week, if by Wow Guy, which is dealing with Dave, I highly doubt that I will be hearing from him. It's just one of those things. Dave will lose out, and he doesn't want to lose out on anything. So that's where it goes with that. And I will go on a matchmaking site, and I have had a matchmaker actually call me. There are several men already. I haven't even reached out. They're already interested. They want to go on a date. They want to take me where I want to go. Just putting it out there. Do you want to fight for me? Do you want to, call me on my phone? Because I have not received a phone call. So if I haven't received a phone call and I haven't done anything like that, then it makes me know that you're really not serious and I can move on. Yeah, I'll hurt and I'll be broken, but I'll move on. It's just one of those things. I can't do nothing about it. And Dave does not like me. And if you think he does, him sending his friend to pick me up, that's not a cool thing. I'm sorry. That is really not a cool thing. And don't do that ever to me again. Ever. I don't accept rides from people. I'm good at walking on my own. All right. You want to meet me? Call me. You have my number. You can do all that. If you can't be man enough, if what my one friend said, oh, but men are different. If men are that different, then I am going to be alone forever and I'll die of a broken heart. I'm good with that. If I do think that if a man cannot call me, cannot do all that, and they do it to somebody else, hello, I am no different. So if you are a man and you see me on a website, think about this. Are you going to call me? Are you going to not call me? Are you not going to do any of that? Because I've been disappointed with Wow Man. He's becoming Mr. Disappointment, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. I've cried enough over this. I shouldn't have to cry about my situation. If someone has the means to spend $300 somewhere else to make their life a little more cushier so they could see me, they should do so. They should contact their friends that have the room for rent and we can do it that way. I can do it. I don't have to live there. I could just go there when we have our time together. It just would be nice to hang with you, but apparently you have other things to make me cry and feel bad about myself, and that's not fair to me. If you don't wanna change and you expect me to pull all stops, it's not gonna happen because I had my family intervene and they told me to get a matchmaker. They told me that that will find my next husband. This one is becoming troublesome. And they said that I shouldn't have to cry and that the person did that to be mean. There's other venues and you have the money and means. I don't. I can go halfway, 150, but I can't go the four Monty. And I refuse to. My theory is if you want to pay for half of the place, I'll pay for half of it because I have to pay electric, which I think that should not exceed the house payment. And that's what I am going to put. If it exceeds the house payment, then Devin should take the overflow. And that's when I'm going to talk about it because I can't do it no more and make bills. So that's where I'm at in that. And I have done a lot. So if anyone thinks that I am not true, I haven't gotten, you would know. Yeah, lived in a long time. So let's just put it this way. I have no problem getting dates. That's not the issue. I want a relationship. I want someone to call me and tell me they love me and, have a good relationship. I didn't have that. I had somebody jealous of me. So here I am. And I am going to go. I got stuff to do.